Renee, I sent you the link. Okay.
I'm not as stressed this time.
Good. Glad to hear that.
Oh, there.
Shh. Okay, now let's see. Make you the host. And we're still live on YouTube. Great. Okay. So you're the host.
Okay.
I'm a panelist. But I really don't want to be a panelist. How do I'm just going to fool around for a couple of seconds and see if I can make myself an attendee instead of a panelist.
Okay, I'm just going to play with my, because right now I have speaker view and it's you and me side by side.
Okay.
And if I change it to gallery view, you're my full screen and I'm just a little block up at the top.
Oh, no. I think what that means is it's showing you what you can change it to. So you want us to be side by side.
Okay, so we want speaker view.
Yeah. Okay, so let me- It's showing you what you can change it to. You want us to be side by side.
Okay, so we want speaker
Hey, and that works. I see both of us.
Okay,
That's great. Okay. So now how do we get me out of there?
well, if you go hover over your picture, you see those three little dots?
Let's see. Hovering
Like
over my,
up at the top, you'll see mute and then there's three little dots.
that might just be for you.
Oh, because if I do that, I can choose to pin the video so that you are the only person in the screen.
Right.
Or unpin the video.
Right. So if somebody's going to be talking for a while and you want to keep the focus on them, do that.
But the weird thing is I just unpinned you, but I have not gone back to the, there
Right.
you go. So you have to unpin and then go back to speaker view.
Yeah.
So since there's going to be a bunch of us,
Yeah. Let's see. So if I just all right, you carry on. I'm going to see if I can downgrade to participant.
okay.
Or, I'm going to try something. All right.
Okay.
5 minutes. Just so you know, it's like
Oh.
38 minutes instead of
Okay. Renee's going to be starting in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
There's going to be like, the video's like 20 minutes. So
plus the intro. We got
plus the intro. So this is going to be a longer thing. Now that you're the host, I'm going to try to leave and see what happens.
Okay.
And I want to check my email to make sure Beth got her. She didn't say she didn't. So. Yeah, I'm just going to try to leave and see what happens. Okay.
Hmm.
Hello.
Hello.
What is that yellow thing by your ear?
It is a lamp that was from that little, there's a store in Squirrel Hill called Something Nations, or it sells all
Oh,
kinds of African and Moroccan, and it's a lamp that's shaped like a big swoosh, and it's made out of some kind of animal skin.
huh?
And when we first got it and it got really hot in the house, it smelled like a wet dog. Like I'd be
Now-
standing near the window and be like, what's that smell?
And either the smell dissipated or you're just used to the smell of
Exactly. I don't know what happened. How are you doing?
Not too bad.
Good.
I got a positive response from Ash about Willie,
Oh, good.
that he is interested mostly in the shooting position, but was intrigued by the assistant editor opportunity. Did not indicate, let's see here. Can you see my chats?
Yes, now Matt has made me the host. He's here as an attendee. I can chat with you, but no one will see me on the video. Can you see my chats?
Do you have to physically do something to see them, or are they just visible to you automatically?
No, go down to the little balloon that says chat at the bottom of your screen with your, whatchamacallem, with your mouse.
Can you see my chats?
Mm-hmm. So then to respond down at the bottom, it says you just type in yes or no or whatever. Can you see him?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Hey, Jim, it's Ken. Hey, Jim, I quickly dropped in the day to on story pound. See where we're at. So I did all the panels.
So do you have any way of knowing,
See what you're talking about.
as a panelist, unless I keep pressing on chat and checking manually, I don't see anything that in any intrusive block that comes up and reminds me that there's a chat or warns me that there's a chat.
You don't have a panel on the right-hand side when you click on chat that opens up that says Zoom webinar chat, that should open.
I bet.
Hey.
I have the option to go to more, and then when I get there,
Yeah, yeah, but it's not that big. I don't think you, like quick. I mean, I just spent less than half an hour just dropping stuff in there and getting it in place. So it's not like.
It has the chat stuff going on. So in order to monitor that, I guess I need to leave it up full the whole time.
I would think so, yeah, because if you close it, then you'll see like the little bubble will come up with the last remark in it, but then that disappears. Like I'll say something right now.
Oh, yeah, what I did is on the front, I just moved that hump up a little bit. I didn't touch the dog because the dog has to.
Hi, Beth and David, I see it.
Yeah.
You don't see the bottom.
But I guess the annoying thing is that what's more important for me to be an engaged panelist
So,
and look like I'm paying attention to what's going on with the other host, or to have this great big old chat screen blocking my whole screen so I can't see anything else. That's kind
Oh,
of,
like, does it block your whole screen?
yeah, I mean, I see just the corner of you.
Okay, because I can fully see you and Beth like in a 3-shot, and it's just on my right-hand side. Is there like a,
That's how mine is. Mine's over here,
yeah, on the far right?
vertically.
Yeah, mine is totally blocking everybody. And I don't see an option.
When you go up to inside the Zoom chat, there should be a little down arrow.
Yeah.
Do you
okay.
have your choice between close and pop out?
So we may end up having, depending on what Adriana.
You are,
decide, we may have to,
I got my link, my ID.
release all the files, to shock, I don't know if we're gonna be able to trust them to. And that's what you said.
Minimize webinar. Let's see what that does. Yeah.
Like Adriana said, we're either gonna have to release all the files or we're gonna have to.
Webinar settings. Webinar topic, always show webinar controls.
So that's the only thing I had to
Touch
do.
up my appearance,
You know, the other-
closed captioning, show name when panelists join. Or what are you using, Minette? A desktop?
Yeah, I'm using my laptop, my work laptop. So if you click on chat, what do you get, David? It covers up your entire screen?
Yeah, I'll show you. Hang on. I think Minette is the only one who will need to see the chat since she is moderating. And that's according to a recent chat from, yeah, so I'm not terribly worried about it, but I just noticed, I think it's an oddity. Maybe
Yeah, I
if I
think-
was using a full size laptop,
Yeah, what are you using, a notebook?
I'm using an iPad.
Oh, that might be the reason.
But I'm okay with, I mean, right now, we have our host, Minette,
Mhm.
and our panelists, David and Beth. And are we seeing this? Where are our other participants? Or remind me, are there, we don't see the audience at all, correct?
Correct.
They are,
Watching us via an OV platform or I think YouTube, but we aren't ever aware of their presence unless they send a question.
Matt, is there somewhere I could go on my secondary device here just to see what the average person is seeing? Because I'd be interested in seeing what that looks like.
I just wanted to throw something together quick to get in front of, and then I'll like look at the smaller ones. See where they fall.
So the audience is watching through Obi. If you got the Obi invitation, Matt said, you could check out while the video is playing.
Mhm.
Did I get the Obi invitation? Let's see.
And then if they say, then they'll have to decide whether they want to release with those in position, get all the files, or whether they want to send them some sort of
Okay.
guidance.
did get an OV invitation. Let's see. Well, I'm on it. I'm on the OV invitation,
On the big one.
but I don't see anything streaming. I'll be,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we use the North Toronto one. I think so. Yeah, what's interesting.
so Matt, is the live event going on right now, or are we still setting it up?
It says live on YouTube on my screen.
Yeah, and it did seem like they were even weird. We had received guys that had PC placement. That's what I mentioned.
I'm testing my live event connection on my other computer.
I don't think it needs to go on the side, but we'll have to tell us if that's which one. Even if it's not going to the bottom, I think. It can go. It doesn't have to go on the side at all. I think the mag's smaller than what they typically do for that, but who knows?
Okay, my connection is working. So the question is once I click on the link,
Yeah.
what do I do to see this wonderful discussion?
What happens when you click the link?
I see,
On the line box.
you know, I see Trailblazers, where are they now? It says the screening has ended.
I thought the ones that I clicked it had. Take a look and see. You can tell because it should be even all the way around.
So maybe I clicked on the wrong link.
I don't know.
Can either Matt or Renee hear me?
I think Matt can. I don't know if Renee's on.
Okay.
David, Renee is going to resend you the link. Okay. Thank you.
Now see how that little bubble came up where Matt said he's going to resend you the link?
No, oh yeah. I saw the bubble come up and then I clicked on it. But
Okay.
I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't clicked on it. It would have just gone away, right?
It would have gone over to the whole the chat shows the entire history of every chat question that's up there since we started.
Okay. Okay.
All right, here's a link. I'm going to click on it.
Oh, okay. But I thought they already had them. I don't know why they already had all this stuff. And, yeah, but I don't know why they reluctant to send everybody their new devices. They already had them approved and already had them ready. Why didn't they just send them on? I thought they already had it, you know.
Gathering in the streets.
So right now,
Shut these
I'm
folks
seeing
down.
the documentary playing.
So Lucy went to
Oh.
gentleman. she
Like
knew
I'm on
owned
the
largest
website.
shopping mall of its day.
And this is what it looks like. This is what I guess the people at home are seeing right now.
Let the music
Oh, okay.
read to call.
Yeah, I can't see that at all.
Mm-mm.
Well, I have a secondary device
Arranged to have the building
a
shored up.
laptop.
It's an engineering
Okay.
that I'm using
And it
to
accommodated 2,000 people. at
to
a
see
time.
what
They
everybody
would
else is
stand in
seeing.
there.
And what's that on the right, David? Is that all the chat that's going on?
It says here,
inches of separation. That way they reach 10,000 people a day. And you can just imagine the men hanging over the balconies with their
Let's see how old this stuff is. I don't know whether this is current or
and then
from today.
standing back and listening to Chase.
Let me turn my volume down here. Hold on.
A lot of women during that time, the early 20th century.
Yeah, it's people just commenting. Sharon Steele was getting some weird echoing. WQED saying, I also reprogram a message a little later in the program telling people to stay on for a live discussion. Not sure about the sound. I'm going to just say, I'm doing build TV. I'm just responding to the thread that my audio sounds fine. I don't know what, if Sharon worked out her problem. It looks like Zooey is attending the event. Sharon Steele is attending. I don't see anybody else who's at least weighed in.
Okay, so Matt's chat says, if you got the OV invitation, you could check that out while the video is playing. David, Renee is going to resend you the link, which you got. We won't see that as panelists. We're essentially waiting in the virtual green room. So
Right.
for those of us who are panelists, we won't know about be able to see the video or anything like that. We'll have to hope, for someone on the other side to be like, video is over now, going live to you in however many minutes.
Yeah, I think that it might be helpful.
You went away, Dave.
Got a call video. It might be helpful for those who are on the, let me think about this. It definitely would be helpful for Manette being a panelist if she had the access to a secondary screen so that she knew what the public was seeing. And she would know that the video is playing and that when the video ends and all of a sudden she pops up on the screen, who is going to tell her, much like a producer in the control room, like, Manette, you're live, stop picking your nose.
Mm-hmm.
So my recommendation would be is whoever's the moderator for sure, and maybe the panelists, if they have access to a secondary screen so that they can keep an eye what's going on and follow along and watch the video when everybody else is watching, it would be a good thing.
I could try to do that with my phone. I don't know if that would work or give me the kind of view that I want to have. The only way I could do it with access to a secondary computer would be to take this into the office and set it up next to a stationary model and do the moderating from my laptop and then keep the OV link running.
Yeah, but do you see my point in why you as the moderator would want to not depend on Matt saying, Manette, you're hot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially if we're going to try to do something like play a video,
Yeah,
which was something we still also have to test. Can you send me, David, can you email to me the link that Renee sent you to see if I can open OV on my phone?
Sure, hold on. I'll send it to Beth too if she's interested.
Okay.
So yeah, right now I'm just watching the video. So the documentary is playing right now. Some people are commenting, meaning Sharon Steele mostly.
Okay.
But it looks good. So I can like the video as it's playing. Quick poll number 1, is your audio good? For some reason. I'm asking the question, how many?
Huh.
I had just asked a question on Ovi. How many audience members do we have besides Zooey and Sharon? 7 total, you can see below. Oh, there they are. I didn't scroll down. So we have WQED, we have Sharon, we have David, we have Jody, we have Kathy, we have Zooey, and we have someone from Ovi. So when I like something or clap, one person is clapping, that's me. Just a reminder that Nanette's bio also includes David's bio, so that should be fixed. So where are the bios here?
Bios are down on the right-hand side, but mine should be removed because I'm just a placeholder in this. I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to appear, so my bio should be removed.
Oh, I see. If you click on speakers, are you able to get access to the Ovi feed, Nanette?
Not yet. My phone says, Ovi says it does not support any Samsung internet or Samsung browser products. So now I'm trying to figure out how to cut and paste your link into a Chrome browser on my phone.
Yeah, it lists the moderators. It has WQED, Sharon Steele as moderators. It has panelists, Nanette Seat, and there's a long bio, and then mine is there too. Beth is there too. Of course, that can be fixed, but if you click on speakers, you can see all that stuff. Speakers, not as in speakers that make noise, but speakers who will be talking. I might add that that could cause confusion to some people, because when I first saw the word speakers at the bottom of the screen, I thought, oh, is that to turn up my volume? So no, that wasn't what that meant at all. It was like, who's speaking? So I'm guessing on the Ovi event, on the Ovi page, WQED must be Renee.
Yeah, I can't connect to OV from my Samsung phone. It likes Chrome, it likes Safari, and even if I try to type the link into the browser on Chrome, it won't go there.
Okay, the OV person, R. Lawrence, has just weighed in on the chat on OV and says panelists and moderators cannot take polls, only audience members can, so that's good to know. If you get to the OV page, you can see that there's a poll that they were asking questions about how good is your audio, but I wasn't able to take that.
Let's see. All right, I'm trying to open the OV screen on my computer. David, did you have to sign in with an OV account?
I had to create one a few weeks ago, and I did, and
Okay,
it made me sign in. It asked for my password, my date of birth, maybe some other stuff I don't remember, but I did get in. It looks pretty clean. Sharon is saying that for the poll questions, she's thinking it might be a good idea to plan ahead for some questions during the screening, like what Dave Hollowell does for QED screenings on Facebook. He doesn't post polls, but he planned ahead to post relevant comments, trivia, etc. during the Mr. Rogers programs. So yeah, we could certainly come up with conversation starters or just fun factoids.
well, I think it would be really helpful to have a list of questions already prepared. Because just to get the ball rolling, because the first thing people are going to have seen, they're going to come fresh out of seeing the documentary, and then we're all going to be there and we're going to introduce ourselves. So it'd be good to have a kickoff question. Don't you think?
Yeah. And then when people take the poll, that's another reason that you might want to have access to OV. So how would Minette know if there's an interesting response to a poll or a question if she can't see OV from Zoom? Am I right about that?
Yeah, I'm still working on that bit of the problem. I'm setting up my account now.
I'm trying to get my head wrapped around. So the difference between chat on Zoom is that this is only those of us internally that are chatting amongst each other, meaning panelists, moderators, Matt and Renee on Zoom.
Yes, I believe that's the case.
That's internal only. The average viewer cannot get into that chat function from where they are. They can only weigh in on the OV chat, which you still haven't been able to see, correct, Minette?
Correct. I'm going through a very long and drawn out process. I'm waiting for an email to appear shortly in my inbox with instructions.
The video looks good on here.
That's good. Yeah, I still got nothing from these people. So frustrating. So I should be able to see OV, but I've not been able to, even though I sent them a sign in, I don't have any kind of confirmation that I have an account with them yet. And I don't know if it went straight to my spam or my junk mail or whatever. So that's frustrating.
So I asked the question to those who are running the OV event.
Mhm.
I think video looks pretty good. There's no buffering or weirdness or hesitation, jerkiness. And the question was answered. It is upload via YouTube.
Okay.
So you've like requested a Zoom
I've
account?
requested an OV
Oh.
account sign in. Which if it comes, I should be able to split the screen and know what's going on. But as for right now, like, let's imagine like I'm the host and you two are panelists. So basically everyone who's watching via OV can watch, but they cannot sign in and they cannot chat. Is that correct?
Say that one more time.
If somebody's watching us via OV, they can't sign in, they can't chat, they can only watch. Is that correct?
No, I signed in as a viewer and I'm able to make comments.
Okay.
Sharon has made comments. Renee has made comments as the WQED representative.
But you can make comments on OV. I don't see any of those comments anywhere on Zoom.
That is correct. The only thing that you're able to see there is chat internally from Beth, me, you, and Matt, and maybe Renee. I'm not sure if she's
So Matt is like, let's say as Matt is the facilitator or the producer, if someone does have a question that comes in via OV, does that mean he'll then have to type it into a chat to make sure that I see it?
Yeah, and that's why I would recommend that you also be able to watch the OV feed.
Mm-hmm.
That would be important to you to be able to see what's going on there as well. So you may want to go into the station the night of this event so that you have access to a full-size computer screen that you can keep glancing at to see what's going on, what the actual viewers are seeing, meaning the,
Right.
the OV viewers.
Yeah, because I'll have to have a setup so I can have two different computers.
Yeah.
But until they actually send me a confirmation email that they've even given me account, all of that means nothing.
Beth, were you able to see OV and
Yes.
what's going on with that? So make a comment on there. I want to see if yours shows up here.
I don't have a comment option.
How about, do you see, here, let me hold this up. Does your screen, let me turn this.
No, what I have, all I see is moderators and panelists over to the side, and then explanations about the show. So maybe I've clicked on the link but haven't actually made an account.
You should be seeing the documentary.
In
the
Okay, let me,
window.
you know what? I don't think I made an account. I think I clicked on that link. I
Is
see
that
all the
your-
information about this, but I'm not seeing what you're showing me. Like you're showing me Bill Peduto and I don't have that.
Yeah,
So
that's
let
the
me-
documentary playing in the big monitor. And
all
then
right,
down,
I
side
think I need to
column.
create an account.
is that correct, R. Lawrence? That you need to create an OV account in order to watch this documentary the night of our event, if you can hear me. R. Lawrence is the Ovi person.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so yeah, and then up here, there's like a little conversation box where my thumb is, and that's where this thread is going on. So I just like click on that and I can type in something and my
Okay.
will be posted.
Okay, so I signed up and it said join Ovi, and it just puts me back to this page that is not, I'm not seeing the feed.
Beth, if you click on the link, does it take you to a thing that says join now? The screening has begun.
Yes,
Okay, so if you click that little green box that says join now, the next thing it takes you to is enter screening. Please
Yeah,
sign in with one of
yeah,
the
I
following
did that.
options.
Okay, let me try this. Okay, it's saying my email's not been confirmed.
That's what I have, and I've had it for 10 minutes now.
I've had it also, and I set up a password.
Yeah, like it has to send you a confirming email. I haven't gotten one, neither have you.
I'm gonna say resend one. Okay, let's go back to. Junk email. Nope, it's, yeah, they haven't sent one to me. It seems to me that there's a clog in the system here to get on there.
Unless our Max Guard dog has stopped the OB email from getting through.
Oh, that
Just-
could be.
Yeah.
That could very well be. You might have to go to mxguarddog.com and go in and release some kind of a message from quarantine. You know, if I remember correctly, way back weeks ago when I set this up, I think that my message went into quarantine and I had to.
But won't it just show up as an email, recent quarantines?
Yeah,
Sooner
but
or
that-
later.
Yeah, but that could be like 6 hours before a bunch of them is accumulated, and it tells you these are all of the quarantine emails that went into your,
Right.
you know, within the last 6 hours.
Which means you have to try to remember and figure out what your Max Guard dog sign in was.
So somebody sent a chat internally. I presume that it is Matt.
It's, yeah, about 6 minutes until we go live. Everyone who has OB open or is trying to open OB should close it at this point so any delay is not disorienting.
Okay, so I should close Ovi.
Mhm.
Manette, did you do the Max Guard dog thing?
I didn't. I don't even know. It's
I
been so
wouldn't
long. I have
Yeah,
no idea.
Yeah, you have to go to mxguarddog.com
Hmm.
and then remember what your login and password is.
Which I don't.
And then you will find the most recent quarantined email. And that way you can get on it immediately instead of waiting the 6 hours until MX Guard Dog feels like sending you a list of all the 30 things that are in quarantine. Okay, for those who might be listening, I have closed out of Ovi. I am just being a good little panelist and being on.
Okay, the latest chat says we're live in just a couple of minutes. If we could have quiet on the set, please. Hi, I'm Minette Seat, and I'm here with you for this mock OV test. We are live with our first virtual conversation around the Trailblazers project. I'm here with panelists Beth Dolinar and David Solomon. And those of you out there in OV land are watching, and hopefully if you've got comments and questions, you can pass them on to us and we can address all of them. We're trying to figure out how OV works, and I understand there are lots of our QED friends and family watching from out there in the vapor. So if you've got a question, you can send that along as well. One of the things that we decided we were going to do was to try to see if we could watch OV simultaneously. And I just got a message from Ms. Beth Dolinar saying that she got into Guard Dog and the message is not there. So we are both waiting for confirmation from OV so that we can actually watch and hopefully see what you folks are seeing. All that aside, we also talked earlier about me as host trying to share my screen so that you could actually see video. Is that something we'd like to try now? Or should we just deal with the whole question and answer thing for a little while and see how that goes? David Solomon, how's your dog's tail doing?
Oh, it's doing wonderfully. It looks like the scab is all gone, and he is, you know, they won't take him at the kennel until his scab is completely, you know, they don't want him bleeding.
Yeah.
So we have to really make a concerted effort before vacation to make sure that this little wound is all healed up. But he does love to go to his kennel. In fact, I think he likes going there more than he likes being at home. He gets it's, I don't know if you've heard of this place. It's called the Cozy Inn, and it's way out in Plum. And it's like fancier than, well, it's not terribly fancy, but they do take dogs on long walks in the woods, and they have a swimming pool for dogs, and you have to pay extra for that stuff. But it's really nice, and they have a bunch of young kids working there who all seem to be like teens and 20s, and they always make a big fuss over the dogs. And he really gets really excited when he's there.
He gets a little vacation. That's really neat.
Yeah.
Beth, were you able to find the soft cider little head covering you needed for your pup?
You know what? As it turned out, we didn't need it. He lost interest in his incision. And
I'm bored with this now.
we didn't have to do it.
Oh, they're so weird. So yeah, Matt, if you're listening, would you like me to try to see what happens when I hit share screen and play a video? Jody would like to know, Beth, is that a cockroach on your pillow? On your
No, I think it's a beetle.
Beth has a bunch of lovely throw pillows that we can see in the background, and Jody was wondering if that was a cockroach. The answer is no, it is a beetle.
And I'll type that in there.
Okay. All right, I am going to try to share a video. This video is one of the very first one of the Trailblazer series that was produced by Beth Dolinar, and this one features Alma Speed Fox. Take a look. Now, we just have to figure out, how do I share? Share screen, right?
There's no audio.
Yeah, there's no audio, Minette, and it's very jerky.
All right, I'm going to pause it because I think the no audio, I think I remember this from last time, was because I have in my headphones. So I'm going to take the headphones out.
not being represented in now, so she decided to join and pick up.
How's that?
We do have audio. It's very low, almost not audible. Your audio, personally, Minette, is very nice and loud, but the audio on the video is not usable and it's very jerky.
Okay,
And you're playing it from a video file on your desktop?
I am.
She's one of those unsung women who
I presume that the people who are watching on Ovi are seeing the same thing, that the video is jerky and the audio is low and tinny sound.
She was a
Yeah, I do not know how to boost the audio for where.
Pittsburgh activist who fought for the rights of the Black community. She was the executive director
It's
of the
louder, but it's hollow now.
major protests
Okay, I
against
turned the video, the audio
more
all the
job
way up on the
opportunities for
screen
African
player.
Americans. She was invited to join the National Organization for Women, and she said, "I already have a
Yeah.
revolution going
The
on."
video itself and the buffering of the video is not
Thought
usable.
about it, and she
So we need to learn how to do this a little bit better. And maybe it shouldn't be Minette who's playing these from her desktop. Maybe it needs to be out of the Ovi control room, much the way the video of the documentary was being played and looked so nice and smooth. I mean, this is only a 1-minute video. And if it's buffering so terribly on Minette's laptop, I can only imagine what a longer video would do on if Minette is playing it. So
Yeah, and I think because it's coming from, Matt says people in OB are saying the quality is good. Yeah, it sounded, maybe because it's coming from mine and it's my device it's playing, it played fine for me and it sounded fine, but I can see like the tinniness. I'm wondering if it's the platform's using my speakers.
some of the people who are watching, I think they're watching via Obi, saying the video is not jerky for me. And Sharon says, not great. I can hear it now. I can see it, but I can't hear it. No sound. Minette, would you play the video again?
Sure.
I'm going to pay attention to Ovi this time instead of Zoom.
One of those unsung women who we never learned about in school. I'm Eleanor Schlick. I'm a junior at Quaker Valley High School. As my trailblazer, I selected Alma Speed Fox. She was a Pittsburgh activist who fought for the rights of the Black community. She was the executive director of the NAACP, and she organized a major protest against the Sears Company, demanding more job opportunities for African Americans. She was invited to join the National Organization for Women, and she said, "I already have a revolution going on," so she originally declined. But then she thought about it, and she realized that Black women were not being represented in NOW, so she decided to join and stick up for them. She made sure that everyone was represented. With her first picket line, she was 13, and when she was 95, more job opportunities for African Americans. She was invited to join the National Organization for Women, and she said, "I already have a revolution going on," so she originally declined. But then she thought about it, and she realized that Black women were not being represented in NOW, so she decided. And that's why I admire Alma Speed Fox. Everyone was represented. First, decline as a group, more job opportunities for African Americans. She was invited to join the National Organization for Women, and she said, "I already have a revolution going on," so she originally declined. But then she thought about it, and she realized that Black women were not being represented in NOW, so she decided. That's why I admire Alma Speed Fox. Everyone was represented. First, decline as a group,
So that was that.
Yeah, I was watching it on Ovi. I turned my volume down on Zoom and I watched it on Ovi, and It started off good. The video got tinny as it went on. And near the end of it, there was a bad echo.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if, we should have a discussion about who should be playing all videos, and maybe it shouldn't be Minette.
Well, I just think, again, I couldn't see any of it, but it sounded like nobody had any complaints when Renee was in charge of playing the entire video, beforehand. So if we decide to kick it off either by including Trailblazers, or maybe we just have to set up a thing where I introduce everybody, and like at 5 minutes in, I say like, okay, we're going to go to our video control room and they're going to show you the first Trailblazers, like something like that we build into the script, so that if I play it, it's going to sound like crap, but it could very well look like crap. And it doesn't seem to have that problem when Renee does it.
Yeah, and Minette, Renee, if you can hear me, do you have access to this 1 minute video on YouTube? And I think you should be able to find it pretty quickly. If you just go to YouTube and search for Alma Speed Fox, WQED, I bet you'll find this 1 minute video. I'd be curious to see how well it plays if Minette says exactly what she just said. Hey, everybody, we have this 1 minute video. I'm not going to play it, but Renee is.
Mm-hmm.
And then see if it looks and sounds better to everybody.
Or I could just try to find the actual link of the file that Anne sent to me so that she has that. Because Anne sent me a link and I downloaded it and saved it to my computer, which is what I was playing it from. So either one of those I can try.
It's on YouTube. You could just grab it right off of there. Just WQ.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly find it on YouTube and send Renee the link.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Renee, I just sent you and Minette and Matt the link, the YouTube link to the Alma Speed Fox video. So maybe this time we could have Renee, Minette tossed to the 1 minute Alma Speed Fox video, but instead of Minette playing it, Renee plays it via YouTube. And then our OV watchers can tell us if it looks and sounds better. So, oh, it looks like she's already playing it. So I'm watching it on
OV.
OV.
Job opportunities for
It sounds and looks great because I think Renee is playing it as opposed to Minette. No offense to your fingers, Minette.
Hey, none taken.
It looks like any video that is going to be played will need to be played via our Renee or Matt or whoever's getting the. So now we're back up on the screen again.
Mm-hmm.
I think that most of the people watching Ovi, like Sharon and Zooey, have weighed in and said that the 1 minute video of Alma Speed Fox looked much better when Renee played it.
Okay.
It says here, the issue will be the delay. I don't know what that means.
What delay?
Matt just said,
No, I know. I'm sending him a chat. Hey, no, this is 2. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Hmm, hmm.
yeah, Matt said in the chat, the issue will be the delay, but I'm
Have
not
you
sure.
noticed? Yeah.
I don't know what he means by that. Is he saying that Minette should play the video, or is he saying that Renee should play the video? And I don't know.
I'm sending it.
Maybe he means that, you know, Manette will have to relay the message to Renee at
Maybe,
that point in the.
yeah, it could be that there is a delay. I mean, I can see that there's a delay. So when we're talking in Zoom, what shows up in Ovi is probably 15 seconds behind.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Well,
He just wrote back exactly.
so if you say, okay, Renee's going to play this video now, then everybody's going to sit for 15 seconds and wait for Renee to hear you saying that. I don't know how to get around that.
Yeah, we just didn't.
I'm sorry, Manette. What if you said, we're going to show you this video and then you do a little introduction to it? Say, this is, you know, you're going to see a young woman talking about a trailblazer who, you know, inspired her, and eat up a little bit of that time. Whereas as soon as you say, we're going to play, we're now going to show you this vignette, she will hit it then. And
Right, like you're saying, like I hit play and it's just kind of like
talking.
say like, okay, hope you enjoy this video. It's part of our Trailblazer series, and I'll be quiet. Like just kind of
yeah, you can
vamp
eat
until the
12 seconds of it or so, just so that
yeah.
Renee has the cue of when you say, we're going to show it to you, she rolls it.
Renee is saying we're going to wrap this up at 2 p.m. I'm wondering, does she mean let's wrap it up so we can make comments about what we just experienced? Or does that mean let's wrap this up and all go have lunch?
I'll just write that, wrap up the Zoom so we can talk about issues later today or another time. We may need to do this again.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know, somebody said another time, I would be willing to do this sooner rather than later, because some of these issues that just came up could be forgotten by the time we have another meeting. And I don't know who is able to join, but I would be willing to do a quick call right now and say, we've got to figure out this video thing, because either Minette's going to roll the video and it's going to look terrible, or maybe it doesn't look terrible. But from what I'm seeing on Ovi, it looked terrible when Minette played it. Did everybody?
Okay, so I'm typing up a chat. Can we do sooner rather than later? We could go right now, or or tomorrow? Would you be able to do it tomorrow, David?
A lot of people have 2 p.m. meetings and they're dropping off, but I think for the internal people, the big question for me is who's going to play the damn video? Is it going to be Manette or is it going to be Renee?
And you just froze. Okay. All right.
For tomorrow, I have, meetings until about 2 o'clock. I have an opening at maybe 11.
Well, we have our direct reports tomorrow, don't we?
Yeah, at 10. So presuming that it finishes at 11, that we could do something right around 11. Then I have a noon, then I have a 1. And then I'm open after the 1. The
So
1
we could
is
do 11 or we could do 2 p.m.
correct. Renee is saying I can play the video.
Okay.
I'm going to say 2:30 p.m. because sometimes those production meetings.
That's true. I forgot. They do go on, don't they?
Well, I dumped out of Ovi, so it's just me on Zoom now.
Okay. Yeah, I still didn't get that OV thing back, and Beth said she didn't see it in Matt's
didn't.
Guard Dog, so there's that. I don't know where the hell that went.
Let me check Guard Dog again. Nope.
Okay.
And
Maybe
let
the
me
delay
see-
is not just in the video.
Let me see if it just came through my work email. No,
Nope.
didn't come at all.
Me neither. Okay. Matt says, I think we're saying 11. Thanks everyone. Manette, you are the host, so you will need to end the webinar. All right, I'm going to end the webinar. I guess we'll get together tomorrow at 11. That works for you, David?
Yep.
Okay. Beth?
And
Yes.
that's a Zoom meeting, correct?
Correct.
And will somebody send me an invitation? I guess Matt will, right?
Yes.
Okay, Manette, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.